to ICICI, Kotak, even HDFC Bank. All these guys should push the banks lower. State Bank has weakened quite a bit, so maybe levels of 150 are likely even out there. Basically, it's a macro.
Coming back to you. Sorry to cut you. It's just that the bell is gone and it's a much worse opening. That 9150 level has been taken, so we'll have to come back and ask whether it's still a sell. And it's 1.1 gone on the Nifty, and 370 gone, 375 on the Sensex, 31,180, 200 for the Sensex, and the Nifty Bank is again taking it on the chin, almost 1.8 gone, 330, 340 down, 18,620, 18,600 is here. Among the stocks, Asian Paints is taking the biggest cut at 2.5%. So probably people are taking the Goldman Sachs report very seriously. Z Entertainment, HDFC Bank. Ashwini just referred that even HDFC Bank will not be saved the blushes. So many of those banking stocks also going down. HDFC Bank was spared the pasting yesterday. ICICI bore the brunt. So today it looks like it's HDFC Bank's turn as well. Kotak Mahindra down almost 2%. ICICI Bank continues to linger lower, 1.6 down. Then there are the set of global facing stocks which Manisha just referred to. Metals are in pain in Asia. JSW Steel is reflecting that, 2% down, as are some of the other metal stocks to a lesser extent. Tata Steel is down about 1.5. Hindalco is down 1.1. Other banking stocks, again, the ones that Ashwini referred to, SBI also down 1.3, IndusInd down 1.7. Actually, just about everything is red, so I better not read any more of the red numbers. It's better to read the green numbers. IUC is up. I don't know if I've missed anything over there. Up about 1.5. Vedanta is not reflecting the weakness in metals. Nestle is still holding up with a 1% gain. Sun Pharma, Tata Motors, GAIL, ITC, those are the stocks that are showing. Actually, FMCG is showing a dash of green today. Nestle and Britannia among the green, and among pharma, it's Sun and DRL. But the mid-caps are performing a little better, aren't they, Surabhi?
Yes, Lata, well, compared to the Bank Nifty, they definitely look a lot better because the mid-cap index is down about 0.5%. It's actually the best performer between the larger indices. If I, however, look at the weakness, let's look at the result reactions first. Piramal Enterprises straight away down about 6%. Motilal Oswal is down about 4.5%. Actually, financials are weak across the board. Lots of NBFCs and lending companies are under pressure. Shriram Transport is down. Look at RBL Bank, it's down about 4% as well. A couple of these gold financiers also popped up on my screen. Let's just pull up Manappuram and Muthoot. They have started off on a weakish note. Repco Home Finance. So NBFCs absolutely out of favor once again this morning. What else stands out? Let me just look at some of the other noticeable sort of stocks as well. On the upside, Motherson Sumi once again was trying to buck the weakness and buck the overall sluggish sentiment and was trying to open up positive. And look at IRCTC again, 5% on the upswing. I think it's 5% circuit going on IRCTC as we speak. So this is how it's opened out. Nifty is still nursing losses of about 1%. And the Bank Nifty is down 2%. And Anuj, this is what we were discussing in the morning as well, right? You were pointing this out, that the Bank Nifty is really where the problem is. What thoughts on this sort of an open?
Yeah, so, Surabhi, for starters...
Welcome back. So as we're looking at the last couple of minutes of trade, the Nifty is exactly at the 9,200 mark. Devang, let me quickly get your take on Asian Paints. There was, of course, an unfavorable brokerage report today. It's been downgraded to a sell by Goldman Sachs. But at these levels, around 1,500 odd, would you buy the stock?
Yeah, so we have been liking a lot of building material stocks, to be precise, paint companies, adhesive companies, and certain electrical good companies. Of course, they are going through a slowdown for the next 3-6 months. The answer is yes. Probably a lot of these companies benefit from the input cost pressure created by crude, and right now that would form a tailwind for this type of companies. So yes, around this levels, such stocks would be probably added to the portfolio. Of course, not recommending anything, but on our our PMSs or our advisory side, we would probably look to add such businesses which are already there in the portfolio. I think there can be a brokerage report or something negative in this because these have been stocks which have been extremely strong. So I think this fall in this stock should not again be much read into. These are good opportunities for someone who wants to accumulate this classy businesses for the longer term.
Okay, all right, Devang, we'll leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in. Anuj, so what's the verdict on what has been, I think, a roller coaster day for the market today, hasn't it?
Yes, Surabhi, and in fact, if you look at the last bar again on the Nifty and Bank Nifty, once again the market recovered. So really been, all over the place. I think I hate to say this, but this kind of volatility is not good for the market. It's if you can trade it, good for you. But this manic moves that we are seeing on a daily basis, the Bank Nifty moving 1,000 points intraday, the Nifty moving 300 points intraday. Now normally this kind of volatility happens at some kind of large macro trend reversal. So let's see how things move. But anyway, let's talk about today's trade. You could look at the index and say that, okay, we had a boring flat day. Far from it. Just look at the intraday gyrations. Reliance was your stock of the day. That's the stock which saw sharp profit taking, 6% down on that stock today as it goes ex-rights tomorrow, remember. Apart from that, you had Asian Paints, which was down 3%. Gale was down 3%. Couple of other names like Lever, HDFC Bank, Larsen & Toubro, they were also down. On the way up though, Vedanta had a big move, 13% higher on that stock. Actually, it was a Vedanta specific move. It's not as if across the board metal stocks were surging. Vedanta surged about 13%. ITC was up about 4%. Bharti Airtel is within 1.6% of a new lifetime high. That's the kind of move that Bharti made in today's trade. In fact, today's high was just about 4 rupees off its all-time highs. Bajaj Finance was the other stock that made a bit of a move today, along with Titan, Britannia, UPL. So today as well, you had a bit of a bipolar market, big losers and big gainers will be.
Okay, well, that's a large cap screen. On the mid caps, it's been really all over the place as well. Technically speaking, the mid cap index has fallen more than the Nifty, but then we know the Nifty has been going all around, right, today. Let's talk about the losers. Some of the financial stocks have had a clear red downtick today, and Shriram Transport Finance is one of them, 9% down. You can't ignore that kind of a fall in that stock. AU Small Finance Bank down 5%. Some others as well. Take a look at Credit Access, Grameen down about 5%. These are some of the weak names of the day. Wockhardt has lost more ground, weak numbers coming in from the company for the quarter. Sonata Software ending on the soft side of the screen as well. So these are some of the key losers. Even otherwise, if you look at some more names, then CG Power, Arvind, these are all stocks on the way down today. BHEL has lost about 4% as well. So plenty of losers. On the gaining side, very interesting day for Interglobe today. Interglobe has actually managed about, I think, a 5% up move. We'll just pull it up on the screen. Edelweiss has bucked the weakness in the financial pack today. Some relief coming in over there. So those are some of the names on the upside. Aurobindo Pharma also managing to move higher. Some interest continuing in the pharma side of stocks. Well, on that note, we are going to wrap up what has been an absolutely choppy day for the market. We will thank all our technical experts as well, Ashwini, Mitesh and Prakash, for taking us through market close. Closing bell is over for the day, but don't go anywhere because the market might be shut, but the management of your money needs to continue, especially in trying times like the ones that we are in. So a special episode of Money, Money, Money coming right up after this break.